Hello, 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 guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am popping in to do a quick little video. Was interested in pulling some cards really for my own personal growth and my own personal process here, and figured I'd share. A lot of us are going through the same things, a lot of same situations, you know, relationships, people, betrayal, lying, cheating, stealing, whether it's issues in relationships, issues at work. Um, I'm trying not to be too personal, but you know, pretty much general. But I am looking at pretty much my own energy right now. Um, the videos I've been putting out is basically resonating for somebody out there in the community, and it's definitely have me considering my own emotional state, my own well-being, my own process where I am. So just want to pop in, check in, well, pretty much post what I'm doing for self right now. So self-care, self-nurturing, and if you guys are interested, stick around and see what comes out. How I read cards for myself, coach and mentor myself using the cards and using them for spiritual growth, etc. So if you want to hang out, feel free. If you don't, go ahead, click off, and feel free to search out what you're looking for. So with that being said, I already have my incense lit and prayed and meditated before I came on, thinking about my energy, feeling the flow. I'm interested in the African Goddess Rising or deck, the Angel Answers deck, the Wisdom Oracle deck, and a Divine Feminine Aura deck as well. So I've already pulled out a Wisdom Oracle, and the card so far is exchanging gifts. So the card number is 2 and 727, which for me is significant because it's a 9, meaning at the top of one level or finishing one level and going to the next. And for me, I know in this cycle I've been dealing with a lot of reciprocity issues, exchanging gifts, giving and receiving, feeling like I'm being received, and that what I'm giving is also being received in the way in which I intend to give it, right? So that is also a really good principle for myself personally to be mindful of. And also, I have a tendency to be an overgiver. So I don't know if any of you guys out there have that issue where your giving is either not in the right appropriation or proportion to the scenario or to the person that you're giving to, or just not appropriate in a type of giving. Like, are you giving what the other person needs? Like, I have a natural tendency to want to give, but also I struggle with understanding exactly what to give and how much to give. So working a lot on that, and I feel like I'm being balanced out and really getting the hang of, you know, understanding reciprocity and when to back off, when to give people their space. You know, sometimes people just want you to listen and not give them anything except for your time, for your ears. So again, what am I giving, and how is it appropriate to answer the need for the person that I'm giving to, who's seeking something in the moment? So with the number 9 here, I do feel like, and knowing where I am, I do feel like I am coming to terms and balance with that. So Goddess Oracle card, Goddess Rising Oracle came out. It is Nana Baluku, and it speaks to seasons, a season for all things, right? So I want to get the book out and just do a little background on her. Seasons and resistance is underneath the deck. So Nana Baluku, what does she speak to? She is card number 2, so that is very foundational. base foundational card. So she is supreme being, primordial mother, grandmother of all the orishas or deities. And Dahomi's wise woman, herbalist, and healer. You have entered into a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present, trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. So, the embodiment of this is, are you ready for a new beginning? Are you in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve? This is a time for major transition, right? Maybe this completion and understanding reciprocity, giving and receiving, how to do that appropriately, is calling in a new season. I said their number was 2. It's page 2, but the number on the card is 1. So that's still base, very foundational. Yeah. So a new season, new change, receiving and giving, new cycle of receiving and giving. So that's really crazy for it to come out of 1 right after the 9. So to me, 10 is nothing but a 1, of course, but the 0 exponentiates, meaning a new level, new season, new cycle, right? So that's pretty awesome. Very synchronistic. And with resistance here, going into a new season, oftentimes people can be resistant, right? I know for me, myself, I have a hard time with, I don't necessarily have a hard time with change, because change is the only thing that's constant. But I do have a hard time with letting go of some things. I'm resistant to letting go. Things I've become comfortable with, things that I've developed attachments to. I like to hold on, and it's very hard to do appropriate exchanging of gifts and energy while you're holding on to anything, right? You can't hold on and have your hands open for receiving. So I can't hold on to something and be open to receive at the same time. So appropriate giving and receiving, exchanging gifts, I think, with the universe, with the Most High God, allowing Him to give what I need and take away what I don't. I need to remain open and understand that there's a season for all things. And there's levels to this shit, basically. You're not going to have everything, the same things all the time, because that goes back to earlier today's spiritual talk in terms of complacency, right? So we have 3 feminine divine cards that came out. First card, Goddess of Discernment, Freya. That goes right along with that exchanging gifts card, me understanding what to give, how to discern that, right? I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. Hell yes. I like that, right? Holding back your power and your peace, and making sure that your power is being appropriately aligned to what serves you best, right? If this, whatever is being requested, is in serving you, is in serving the Most High God's purpose, His plan, His calling, serving them, and you have to be able to discern that. Are they looking for something from you to just serve themselves? You know, because oftentimes I had that shit all the way fucked up. I was just giving people shit because, you know, hell, I'm a natural giver. I'm an empath. I love to see people happy, and giving to other people makes me happy. But am I giving to a detriment to self? I had to learn how to discern that. Am I giving detriment to me? Like, am I giving them and then they're not giving me anything back? Is it a good exchange? Am I being nourished at the same time so I can continue to give? So now it's like, oh no, I'm not saying giving it's a holy hell yes. Otherwise, it's a hell no. It's a hell no until it's a holy hell yes. Thank you, Spirit. Next one is the Mystic of Peace, Zhao Zhangjing. I hope I got that right. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. That goes right into today's theme for spirituality and meditation, getting clear, to get clear, in touch with yourself, right? Understanding what season you're in. You know, that's peaceful. I mean, you're not running around here with a winter coat on in the summertime because you understand what season it is. Be hot as hell, disturbed, sweat and shit, irritating, sweat running in all kinds of cracks and crevices, and you running around here with a damn winter coat on in the fucking summertime because you can't tell the seasons. You're not paying attention. That's another part of complacency. Things are changing and moving around you. You're sitting still. You can't tell what season it is. It gives you, anxiety. Peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. The next one is Lakshmi, sorry, goddess. The goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Say that, spirit. Say that one more time. That is a whole word. I choose to feel abundant. Choose to feel abundant. Abundance is an inside job. You have to feel it. Everything starts in the spirit. Go into a spirit, play with all your stuff. I mean, I have a mansion in the spirit. I mean, you can't tell me how wealthy I am and abundant I am in the spirit. I mean, goodness, it's my spirit. It's my space. And I do everything in the spirit. And my life is so incredibly lush and abundant. I mean, I live in the garden. I'm a princess. Like, that's how I think about my life. And so I never feel that lack. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I know I'm whole and complete, and everything that belongs to me is mine. Anything, even pearls that I have cast in front of swine, right? They may have trampled all over my pearls because I didn't understand what the proper exchange of giving and receiving. They trampled all over my pearls and stumped them to pieces or ran off with them thinking that they were stealing. But here's the thing. They don't understand that foundationally, there's a season for all things. So while you think you're getting away with something, you're really not. And during the meantime, I spend my time wisely. Getting in touch with self, using discernment, what I'm going to give my energy to, how I'm going to put myself out there. Am I giving to myself first, giving to God, the kingdom of God, understanding that loving me is loving God, appreciating God in all his variations, helps me appreciate all of his people in their variations, right? I definitely don't appreciate volcanoes in the ocean in the same light. I mean, volcanoes are very disruptive and they can be very destructive and they can, cause mass death, but they are one of the only things I believe that actually create new land. And the soil from volcanic ash is the most fertile soil on the planet, right? So everything has its place, everything has its season. And the ocean cools the ash to create islands. I mean, so the whole thing is just kind of, very beautiful and mystic, and it lets me know that the intelligence of the divine is way more than I could ever comprehend. So that synchronicity that's taking place puts me at peace. It lets me know that the divine has everything well in hand. Right? The divine has everything well in hand. And when my mind is clear, knowing that the divine has everything well in hand, I know that way is clear. I need to just sit back and listen to the spirit and let the spirit guide me into my next steps. The spirit will literally guide you, tell you, and if you're listening and tapped in, tuned in, it will walk you around danger. You can do some amazing things in the spirit. The spirit is amazing. Let's get some angel answers out here. Thank you, spirit. So, goddess of abundance, I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. We know that. Thank you. Ooh, spirit is saying no to something. No to what? Give us more, spirit. Give us more. Is abundance an inside job or no? Improving health. Maybe there's something I still need to work on before I can get to my abundance. It's not released yet. I mean, we're all in our process. Let's see what that is. What is it that's improving? It's not time yet. What is it, Spirit? Can you show me? No. Resistance. No. No resistance. Thank you, Spirit. No resistance. So that goes with letting go. That's what I feel from that. Don't have any resistance. The next card up under that is speak up. That's a 33. 3 and 3 is 6. That's balancing. That goes right along with exchanging gifts. That's definitely something that I'm working on, balancing how I give. Reciprocity, speaking up for my own needs. Even asking people, am I giving them what they need? Right? Sometimes we think we know when you just really don't. And a person may be afraid to tell you what it is that they need. If you have enough courage to ask them, hey, am I giving you what you need? Is there anything I could be doing differently for you? Do you feel like I'm nourishing you? Am I giving you enough space? What is it? What adjustments can I make in my giving so that it's appropriately suited for your need, for your call? Right? So speaking up on either side is important. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Is there anything else? Thank you. Look for a sign. And a sign to me could be anything. It's anything that is significant that's going to stand out and ring true to your spirit. You will get the feeling, the niggling, the little nudging, that inkling that tells you this is something that's, hey, I'm speaking to you kind of thing. And when you get the sign, just wait, right? To me, waiting is going to check in with the spirit. Going to check in with the spirit. So you go and meditate and wait, interpret that discernment that's over there. It's right on top of discernment. No need to worry. Peace. There's no need to worry when the Most High has everything well in hand. Again, oftentimes we get in our own way by making decisions that we're not even authorized to make. We get up every day and we don't even stop and call in the staff meeting and or thank the Most High for one thing for entering into the day, then let alone calling in your angel team to give you guidance and let you know what it is you're supposed to be doing. Giving them thanks for being there, having them be the experts in every field of your life. And then you get a chance to be a cheerleader. I say, goodness gracious, there's something better. I believe that. I believe that there's something better. There's helpful people. The goddess of abundance and choosing to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Peace, the way is clear. Having an understanding that the Most High God has everything well in hand definitely puts you in a place of peace and allowing you to release worry. That's the way that I feel about it. When I look at nature, again, I'm going to take a lot of lessons from just being outside. I don't think that the kingdom of God is inside of temples and buildings. I actually think that it's outside where messengers speak and find people who are seeking, who are in need. So with that example and lesson, you know, Going outside in nature, I get a chance to commune with God in a way that you don't just get to do just sitting in the building, sitting on the pew, right? I talk about the abundance of the garden, right? Which to me is this whole plain. So if I could count the blades of grass, I mean, you can't count the grains of sand. You can't count the rocks. You can't count the trees, the leaves. There's so many things that's just incredibly abundant that we look past every day, right? And so if I choose to feel abundant, I can say I am an inhabitant of this garden. I live here. This is where God placed me, the Most High, and He placed me in this place to dominate, right? To go forth, to multiply, to replenish. I was given a charge to do these things. And I do them in service of the Most High. And in that service, in doing these things, I was given promises, right? I was given a lush garden to lead that feeds me, but I have to replenish it, right? I have to help multiply it. I can't just eat and eat and eat and consume without giving back. Again, that balance of giving and receiving. I see that in nature and everything. I see balance. I see symbiotic relationships where things are given and receiving and exchanging in balance, and neither are in lack. That can happen. We often have a mindset of, in order to gain something, you have to release something, or somebody else can't have it. It's, yeah, basically. In order for me to have, you can't have. And that's a false dichotomy, right? It is not true. Both can equally have. We can both improve. We can both accelerate, escalate, ascend, and we can do that together, even if we choose to be apart, whether we choose to be together or we choose to be apart. Either way, it does not have to be a you against me or a me against you. Somebody has to determine what it is that they're giving, because what you give is what you're going to get back. And I tell you what, there's definitely a season to all things. So sometimes you might just need to stop, because I saw this right here. No. Sometimes you just have to say no, right? A hell no, until it is an absolute holy yes. And sometimes that means you just have to wait for a while, right? You gotta wait. But look for a sign. There's no need to worry. Everything has its season. Again, seasons. Everything has a season. So today I'm telling myself to just hold on. There's no need to worry. Because these cards right here that came out that said, oh, get that back. Let's show you guys. There's no need to worry. Right? No need to worry. And there's something better. The abundance is here. There's something better. But the abundance inside of you. Are you giving to other people more than you give to yourself? Are you accepting help when you need it? I have a problem with that. Accepting help sometimes, asking for help. Even if the help I'm asking for is to come from the Most High God, because He's my first help. He's all my help, honestly. He shows up in my life in the form of other people that He sends to help me. But it's still the Most High God, right? So are we stopping, checking myself to make sure that I'm asking for my help first? Again, get up in the morning and call in all of the help. All of the help. My whole spiritual team. You're in charge of finance. You're in charge of, cleaning service or hospitality. You are in charge of this, that, and let them give me the answers and the inspiration before I check in for work, before I go to a meeting, before I do anything. I'll call in the spirit and say, hey, we're getting ready to do this. He knows how to do your job. Do you think the Most High God does not know how to do your job? Everybody around here, like, I need to help the Most High. God needs our help. God don't need your help. If anything, you're just serving the Most High God, serving in His kingdom. Like when somebody brings you something or do something for you, that's service, right? But it's not like God needs our money. He created all of everything. Why would He need my money? He doesn't need me to sacrifice animals. He made them. Why would He want me to kill it? I don't think that that's true. That's just me. I think we sacrifice our cares. We sacrifice the things that we hold on to that we are too afraid and ashamed and embarrassed to give, even to ourselves. So when you get to a point where you can dig into the things that you don't want to even admit to you, because it's like, oh, that is, you know what, I can't even deal with me, you can still exchange that with the Most High God. You can get, and the thing about the Most High God is that you can give Him the nasty, the dirt, the just, ugh. And if you give it to Him, He'll give you peace for that measure. Teach you how to put up some boundaries. Taught me, sure as heck taught me. And baby, when the Most High teach you a lesson, you better learn. Because He gonna keep giving it to you until you get it. Okay? So I hope this right here helps somebody, just my journey. If you got it to watch this, I hope you got something from it again. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Having a hard time asking you guys to do that because these messages are not designed for all of that, but just so that it helps someone. But I guess I should ask because that's how it spreads and gets to more people. So please do help me get this out there and click on the video. Watch it all the way through to the end. So if you got here, thank you so much for making it to the end with me. Thank you. Do share it and subscribe. And again, tares and wheats and tear, right? We are sown in the same field, but shit, you gotta let that shit go. Who the fuck cares, right? The Most High got us anyway.